My name is Chiara Piana, and I'm a singer-songwriter. Also, I'm a composer and arranger, recording artist.
Remember my name, remember my breath.
I was born in Italy and grew up in Torino. I grew up in the musical environment. My dad is Italian and my mom is Hawaiian. And that's where I took my influences. And my first time that I wrote a song, it was because of my ex-boyfriend, but was my first love, let's say. So it was a very easy song, but I was in front of a piano. I knew a little bit how to play piano because of my dad. I was alone in the house and I looked at this piano and I realized, I was like, you know, I feel so hurt. I'm brokenhearted. How do I let out my feelings? And back then I was like, music. And it came out a really powerful song that I loved it so much. And so when I went back to Italy the year after for a vacation, my dad made the song for me and I recorded it and made it as a demo, my first demo. In 2013, I graduated into singing jazz at the Conservatory of Music of Alessandria. And so I was like, okay, I have to learn through YouTube. I don't know, I just have to write music. I'll just experiment this music software. So I wrote these six songs, I made them as a demo, and that's when my big passion started to arise. I decided to physically go and knock on record labels' doors. I didn't do that in Paris, even though I sent demos in Paris. A lot of demos that came back home with a big X on the packages, which was very sad for me.
I'm feeling really great. Show me love and sing with me.
On 2017, I went to Hawaii, and that's when I started to, realize I needed a change. And that summer, it was cool because my auntie used to watch K-drama. And I was really curious. I was fascinated about, about Korea and the music behind, in the background of each drama was cool and it was interesting to me. So I started to look for record labels and I realized that Korea had tons. I decided, that year I decided to come to Korea. When I left my school, I grabbed a ticket, I bought a ticket for Korea and I just left everything. I traveled around Seoul and went around Seoul and knocked on those record labels' doors. I knocked on 35 record labels in 6 months. They weren't speaking English and there was a language barrier and they just thanked me but they never called me back. And I went to this record label which was in Hakjeong, and I knocked on that door and then I was like very determined. I was like, hi, this is my demo. I wanna talk to someone. I wanna show you my music, And there was this guy say, come in. I was willing to do anything to show, that I was talented. So he gave me 1 month trial. And in that month, I wrote 2 songs for him and he really liked them and he saw that I was, a very sincere person. So he gave me an E6 visa after that. I was diagnosed with autoimmune disease called Hashimoto. I was at home lying down for 3 months. I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, my muscle hurt. And my boss felt sorry for me, but of course he wanted to do things in his company and I couldn't I couldn't help. I felt lonely. I felt like no one in that moment was with me. I needed my family, and my family didn't even know what I was going through. The end of 2019, December, 1 week before, I went to Hawaii on vacation to visit my mom. My boss went to jail. It's reality, it's the present. What am I gonna do now? So I went to Hawaii and I just took a break and I felt regenerated, I felt free. I felt like, okay, this is the moment where I start over. When I came back from Hawaii in 2020, my life pretty much changed. Everyone was at home, everyone was losing their jobs, the world was suffering, people were dying. No concerts, no opportunities, everything is shut down. What am I gonna do now in Korea? I'm stuck in Korea because Italy back then, it was pretty much full of cases. America too. Summer 2020, it was an exciting moment for me because I decided to study social media marketing, digital marketing, and blogging. Why? Because let me tell you, during COVID, the only way to show your music, the only way to show yourself and to create, collaborations and connections is through online. I realized I achieved some goals, which is making a blog online, which I launched on March. I released an album in February with a distributor called DistroKid, so for independent artists. So I started to realize that being an independent artist, it is hard, but it's actually pretty exciting.
You're gone, and all I wanted was to calm your bruises. I should have left you there alone. Maybe I was too much, maybe I didn't think, but baby, it was all because I loved you. That's how you make me feel.
Follow me on social media and on my blog. If you subscribe to my blog, you receive blog posts, music releases, and lifestyle tips, music tips. And don't forget to follow Foreign Here Project and stay tuned for upcoming episodes.